All right, so this is a Sears model 873.853 AM-203. Um, Data plate on this is right on the bottom. Get a shot of here of that. Yep. All right. So there's model serials just stamped on there. This is made in Japan, which nowadays I would love to have any products made in Japan, but back when this thing was made, I'm going to guess in the late 60s, early 70s, this made in Japan was not a good thing. I'm going to go ahead and point out the cutter here is plastic, which is I don't know why they did that. I probably saved like 2 cents per unit. So we can do some math here. Let's say 2 cents, and they sold, I guess, what is it? One of these. Uh-oh. No, that's not right at all. That's a very large number. We're gonna have to redo that. Anyway, dimensions on this. Say this one's about, what is that? I would say 3/5 of a 12-inch slide rule wide. Okay, what do we got? It's like 1.2 addiator style little pocket adder tall, just to give you an intuitive kind of frame of reference and scale there. This machine is, I looked it up. It's another kind of machine where I would never make a video on this just because it's not very interesting. But I looked it up when I first got it, tried to get any information I could, and this was the first result on Google. Let's see, it says the fluoromethoxyl radical, what is that, fluorine carbonate, produces stratospheric degradations of hydrochlorofluorocarbons and hydrofluorocarbons. So that one, we're going to get some global, not just global warming potential, but ozone depletion because of the chlorine. Anyway, by the time I read that far, I could tell that this was, I think I had the wrong link. But yeah, like I said, not a lot of info on this at all. I Googled the model, I looked at other YouTube videos, I could not find anything. So in case anyone's, I don't know, working on this thing, has one, is trying to figure out how to use it, here's a little rundown. So I mean, with most 10 keys, we got addition, multiplication, subtraction, no add, which is like the name implies, it doesn't add. So if you have an adding machine and you want it to not add, it's a very useful button. Anyway, doing a couple additions here. $1.50. Let's do, I don't know, $25.97. Subtotal, which will allow you to see total out, clearing it out. So totaling it out, that's 24, 27.47, but now the total is 0. So if you trying to add a bunch of stuff and you want to see where you're at, do not hit this one because it will total it out. This is plastic. It works pretty good, but let's see. It has a counter both for I'm going to say multiple adds and multiple subtractions, just because, I mean, you can multiply in the sense that, let's say, I don't know, let's say I sell $25 widgets and I have sold 7 of them. I'm just gonna hold this down and the counter is gonna go to 7. So I just hold this down, wait for that. There we go. So there's my 7 widgets. And with this machine, it's going to lock out all the buttons while it's in a multiplication. So as soon as you press this button, all of these besides multiply and I think no add are locked out. And the only way to the way to get that to unlock is you have to clear out the input there. So that's cleared out now. These will be unlocked. I can see my subtotal, $175 from selling a certain number of widgets that I have since forgotten. Let's see. Negative multiplication. So you have to holding down the multiply button is going to assume positive. But if let's say that I've decided to spend my money wastefully and try to blot out the intolerable situation as a widget salesman. So I'm going to blow my money on gumballs, and those gumballs are 25 cents. Let's say I buy like 9 gumballs because I'm really on a gunball binge. It's really tragic, but I have to hold down multiply and subtract at the same time. As soon as it's run through one subtraction, I can release the multiply. So I'll kind of demonstrate that here. So I've got my 25-cent gumballs, and I'm about to go on a gumball run. I'm going to hold that down. The counter over here, we have the positive. It's got you see the 0 now, but there's the smaller red digits are for subtraction, or whatever, it's multiple subtract. That's going to be for multiplication. So I'm going to hold that down until the red number on the bottom shows 9. So hold down these two. Here we go. I'm blowing my money on gumballs. There we go. I stopped right before I overdosed on gumballs. So that's 9 gumballs clear, and then I should subtotal. I wake up and it wasn't that bad. I still have 172.75. Maybe I'm not going to learn my lesson. Anyway, those are the two. There's not a whole lot to these 10 keys, so they're not like really. There's a reason that you don't see a bunch of videos on these anyway, because nobody's like itching to restore these. So I've totaled it out. The credit indicator here, this is a financial machine, so negative means credit. It's red because you're not supposed to be in the red. If you've ever done any formal accounting school or a CPA, you should probably that might ring a bell. It's like red. It's not good. Anyway, $25 on a 0 total. Now I'm in the red. I'm in the credit. So this is a little incandescent light, and that's going to remain on as long as I'm in the red. So I need to go panic, and maybe I'm gonna go try to buy some gumballs and flip them on the street. Let's say that I'm making a 50-cent, $5 profit on each gumball that I rip off. There we go. So as soon as I had ripped off enough gumballs to be in the black again, the credit light turned off. Once again, I had to clear it out to get any kind of total. Now I've got $10. This thing has a backspace. Hey, you know what? I didn't realize how many. This actually has a 10-digit input register there. That's I might be able to do some actually cool multiplications here. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 times 45. So I'm going to do 5. I'm going to add a 0. And then I'm going to do 4. And you can see that when you add anything, like in this case, when you're trying to multiply by a more than a 1-digit number, you just do the ones digit, add a 0, do the tens digit, so on and so forth. So now I'm going to do 4 times the number I have in there. Now, if I've done this correctly, it should be a bunch of 5s. Hey, I did. There you go. Anyway, that's probably, I don't know, I think that's cool because Usually these are really just useful for, you have a bunch of numbers you just need to add a bunch of them over and over again, hence the name. Really good accountants don't even look at these. They just, they've got all the stuff on and anyway, total it out. So let's see. I think I've pretty much gone over the operation of this. In terms of like replacing the paper, this is just your standard, was it 2¼ inch paper? You can get them for very cheap. Basically, I think they've still got them as like Office Depot, but I mean, like online, you get like 12 rolls for like I don't know, $10. Let's see. This machine has little clippies that hold the shaft. So this one does have a shaft that I knew where it was. There it is. This is the original roll that came with it. I just kept it in there honestly because it still works. But like I said, any type of whatever ink or roll paper. So the idea is you don't want to let this fall out. It's kind of okay. So you get that in there. You put them. You just there you go, like a glove, Anyway. Let's see. So you can see the paper just feeds over the hump. I might demonstrate this just in case someone needs to see the paper being fed. Yep, I'm already regretting it because this is not meant to be. I'm really struggling here. Oh, and the thing fell out. So there's the machine. As you can see, I haven't really done much in the way of cleaning this. But that should show you that it got here and it worked. I didn't have to do anything. Where's my paper cutter? The plastic one. There we go. You just gotta do this. There you go. So there's my paper. Got my little. You don't need this. It's not gonna. You can still use the machine even if yours didn't come with this center post. That's a word for that. But if you don't have it, the ink or the paper roll is gonna ride on the back of the machine like this. And if you do happen to take the case off with the paper still in it, it'll roll out like someone's toilet papered your house, but it's your room, and it's not very funny. So I got my thing, and I'm gonna just stick it in there so that it's locked in place. Like I said, you really just stick it in the bottom, underneath the index roller there, and that's all there is to it. This paper you just stick in between. Yep, and then it's there it is. You see the paper, the plastic cutter is just not the best. Anyway, so the cord on this standard 2-prong. I think that the shape of these it doesn't matter. Line neutral never does with these, but oh yeah, I forgot. This one has instructions for how to take it off. So you just pull down, open, pull that. Now I should be able to just lift this off without any effort at all. It should just come right off. Because it's, yep, there we go. So, inside, it's, I'm sure that this is, a lot of development went into how can we make this as small, as cheap, as whatever is possible. You're going to be in for a good machine when you got these phenolic gears. Some people call them cardboard gears or paper gears because that's basically all that they're good for. Let's see. This is the little credit indicator light. Um, oh, I don't know. $5,000 in the red. Now it's red. Man, that wasn't focused at all. I'm sorry. Indicator light. Clear it out. It won't clear till now we're in the black. So I mean, I guess with these, if you got one of these and you got paper in it and you're trying to replace the ink, standard half-inch universal like typewriter ink ribbons. Unfortunately, I mean, there's a bunch of different spool sizes out there, and just like any of these older machines, you're probably not going to be able to find them. I mean, if you can, that's great. I hope I'm wrong. I hope there's like a huge warehouse of exactly the right spools out there, and someone will tell me in the comments I'm being an idiot. But the these spools, you can kind of see on this one. This is actually good because I'm clearly almost out of ink. In fact, I'm practically entirely out of ink, which is a good thing because now we can see the clips on these. So there's two little half, just half cylindrical clips on these that will push fit onto the shaft, and you can take your standard half-inch two-tone ink ribbon, clip that on it, and then spool it yourself by hand, just kind of tightly winding it, which you'll get ink all over your hands, but that's the price we pay. And then these clips are just very simple. Again, this machine is just, I think, pretty self-explanatory. There's not a whole lot to it. As you can see, we have, there we go. Let's see. So I'm definitely almost out of ink. Yep, I'm actually now officially out of ink. So that's cool that we got to see that, because I'm never ever going to put ink in this thing again, probably. I got this thing working. I replaced everything on it, and it was taking up a lot of space that I didn't need. So I've had it on Facebook Marketplace, gradually reducing the price from, I think I had it like $15 with ink and paper, and a video showing that it worked, and it still was not selling. So you literally cannot give these away. I have found. But if you happen to acquire one, I hope you didn't pay more than $15 for it. But if you did, no worries. You can pawn it off on the next schmuck. But I'm hoping that if anyone's trying to get one of these working, I guess let me know. I'll make some videos, if I still have it, of just anything operating, so you can try to get it working. Or if you have any questions about how this thing works, I guess I tried to go over everything, but please leave a comment and I'll try to make a video.